Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody. Today, guys, we will take a look at again on the Great British Pound. Well, we are talking about the Great British Pound for third consecutive week, so it's really long term. Previously, we haven't shifted for so long time to another currency pair from the euro currency. But guys, to be honest, the Great British Pound right now gives the most interesting and clear picture among all other majors. And another attractive moment here is that Great British Pound has a really long-term pattern, potential pattern that could show us and give us the direction for really considerable period of time for some weeks. And when you have the direction for some weeks and you know that you should trade in this direction week by week, and that's really very promising and really intriguing moment. And you can't just abandon it and leave behind and trying to dig and analyze some other currency pair that really doesn't contain such sort of the setups and where you really do not see anything really special. Well, speaking about the euro currency right now is mostly the object of some fundamental issues rather than pure technical and trading moments, because fundamental points really important that could significantly impact on the euro currency. For example, the starting of the quantitative easing in Europe that should be started and should start in January and should be confirmed in December. How it will impact on the euro currency, what will happen with the European assets, whether we will get the equity bubble as in the United States, whether the capital will shift from the United States equities to the European equities. Will it launch some demand on the European currency, or what will happen? Another moment is the difficult situation, geopolitical situation with the Ukraine. So you know that now disappearing of some probability that the Germany and other European countries will have to pay for the Ukrainian for the Ukrainian gas and to guarantee the normal delivery of the Russian gas in the European Union. That will be another expenses that will be put on the European economy, and that's also could impact on the fundamental data. So as you can see, this is euro right now stands in some center of the turmoil where there's a lot of different fundamental and political factors, and it's very difficult to predict what will happen. And but at the same time, this at the first glance big events that stands around the euro currency right now has very limited impact on the technical picture. And from the trading perspective, the euro currency right now looks not very important. And I could say even more that on the monthly chart, the target that we have specified is the 618 extension of the big ABCD pattern. It's around 121, stands the same. So we do not see any big difference with the technical picture. One thing that could be interesting on the euro currency right now is just the stop grabbers that have been formed on the daily chart. So I will show you. I mean this stop grabber. So if you'll take a look at this MACD predictor, you will see that here was stop grabbers side by side, and potentially they could lead to appearing of some ABCD pattern and some upward action. But this is very small and tactical setup. That's, I think, is not worth it to dedicate the whole research just to this pattern. Besides, I think that you probably also see this and will pay some attention to this potential pattern. Well, that's why we still think that the Great British Pound right now is more interesting, more promising, and probably we will dedicate some time to Great British Pound. I think that we probably should lead to the end, to the final logical end, our journey with the monthly bread and butter buy on the cable. And when we will finish with this setup, we probably will turn to some other currency pairs. But just to drop it away and abandon this long-term discussion that's potentially still interesting, I think that's not very logical right now. So let's take a look at the Great British Pound. On the daily chart, we probably can't be disappointed because market has accomplished two steps in our trading plan that we have discussed yesterday. So we can see that market first has hit approximately this area, this potential neckline of this head and shoulders pattern that we have discussed on the previous week. That was also the weekly pivot resistance one on the previous week. And second, has shown this retracement that we have expected to get. So theoretically, we now stand at the edge, at the culmination point of the potential reversal pattern. Previously, we have some concerns about whether market is ready to turn up, or maybe it should show some another move down. But right now, we have strong support on the weekly chart. That is yearly pivot point, monthly pivot support one, 50% fib support. Also, market has formed here significant and very nicely looking bullish hammer pattern. On the daily chart, you can see that trend has shifted bullish, and market has created the nicely looking bullish divergence right at the strong weekly support. Also, you can see this reversal butterfly bias 127 pattern. So it seems that such sort of a combination of the supportive factors and different kind of patrons probably could be enough to start to speak about possible starting of the bread and butter trade on the monthly chart. Maybe this is it. Maybe market really will start to move from this area. On the intraday charts, on the 4-hour time frame chart, we see that the shape of the butterfly that we just hint on the previous week right now taking the shape, and this process of the shape taking is very close to what we have expected. So market has reached this area, return it back down, start to move up. So very harmonic and very clear, and really market showing action that we would like to see, and that we have suggested, and what we would like to get. That's why we will still stand with this pattern, and we think we will use this pattern as the foundation for the possible trade on the long side. And we think that probably right now we already would start to think about the taking long position until we still close to bottom of the right shoulder, because that is our major point in the short-term perspective. Why this point is important? Because if market will take it out of these lows, it will not just move below the weekly pivot support one, and by this action will suggest deeper move to the downside, but it also erase this head and shoulders, since this is the cornerstone of our analysis, because we treat this pattern as the starting point of action to the 67-70 area. But we currently think that this pattern will be the foundation, the triggering point, the pattern from which the upward action will start. And if market will break it, it means that we will have to sit on our hands and wait what will happen. Whether bread and butter will fail at all, or market will show some another move down, because till the end of October we still have some time, and that theoretically we could suggest that something could happen. The market really could show some leg down and then turn to the upside again. Theoretically this is probable, but right now it's very difficult to talk about it because we do not know, we do not see any signs of this, and we do not know how it will happen, by which patterns it will happen. That's why let's discuss the moments that we clearly see right now, and if we will get something else, and if our setup will be destroyed, in this case we will shift to something else. But right now we are mostly will deal with this head and shoulders pattern. On the hourly chart, we see that despite of our suspicious, on Friday we said that this could be the bearish pressure, market really could show some another leg down, but this has not happened. And on the data that has come from the Great British, from the United Kingdom, you can see that market has thrusting up, shown some acceleration to the upside. That was also the nicely looking butterfly, is the potential reversal pattern that has happened strictly at the 618 support of this thrust up, and that indicates the bottom probably of the right shoulder. From that standpoint, we could start to search for possibility for taking the long position with the stops somewhere below this area, due to the reasons that we have just discussed. Also, you can see that market will open right at the weekly pivot point, and on the next week we would like to see the upward action moving above the weekly pivot point and continuation right action to the upside right to the neckline. That will be probably the journey of the next week. That's what we would like to get. That's our current view on the Great British Pound. If market will start move to the downside, that will be not really good sign. And taking out of these lows and breaking through this support, breaking through the weekly pivot support one, will be will say us that head and shoulders stands under question, and probably something has changed on the market, and market really we probably will need to wait something else to understand what's really going on. But until this situation is valid, and until market is falling to our expectation, let's see what will happen, and keep an eye on this action on the next week.